Hello everybody, Phil Lozano here. This is my Unit 2 forum video response for understanding yourself, your athletes, students, and clients. So question number 1 asks, how does your personality promote your self-confidence? I think for as long as I can remember, I've been somebody who's been really organized. And those are some of the skills that I learned in middle school in a program called AVID. And I think just being in control has allowed me to kind of foreshadow what could happen or what could come about in certain situations. So just being mentally prepared and physically prepared for anything that may happen has fueled my self confidence. And I think just being open to relatively new ideas and learning from others expands not only my knowledge but that of others. Question number 2 asks, how does your personality deter your self confidence? I think I have a tendency not to agree with people. I really have to understand the rationale of why things are taking place or why things are being handled a certain way. And I have a way about myself where I kind of display that through my body language, the way I talk, the way I walk, so things like that. So I think that's something that can begin to deter my self confidence because people will portray me or I'll portray myself as a person that's not in favor. So number 3 asks, identify several reasons why understanding a participant or client personality would be useful to you as a sports science professional. And I think in one of my previous posts, I mentioned how physical education teachers, coaches, and administrators tend to go through the motions as years pass on, and I've witnessed that firsthand. And I think that if we begin to treat everybody the same, we really won't be able to reach every single athlete or person we come in contact with. So I think having an understanding of who somebody is will allow us to talk to them a different way that we would talk to anybody else, and hence their performance might be positively affected, or the team dynamic would be positively affected. So things of that nature. The next one asks, what components of your personality do you find to be relatively stable traits? As I mentioned, I think my organization, it's something that I've really prided myself in and something that I continue to improve over time as my experiences change. And as I mentioned, Avid helped me tremendously. But some of the things I like to do are setting goals, promoting early deadlines for myself, and just evaluating what's working, what's not working, and how I think I could kind of change things. Sorry about that. The next one asks, what components of your personality do you find to change according to particular circumstance? I think the biggest thing that my girlfriend always talks about is how quiet I am when I'm with somebody who I don't know. However, when I'm with family and friends, I tend to be not the one in the center of attention, but really I'm the one that takes on the leadership role of setting up plans and handling plans and things of that nature. So I think that's the biggest thing when I'm being introduced to a new group. I'm kind of that quiet guy in the back, but as time progresses, I'm kind of the one that's not only not the one that's on right in the middle on the spotlight, but I like to take charge or take some type of leadership role. And the other one is my anxiety or nervousness when facing new situations. I have found that when something is really new to me, I tend to kind of get stuck or not really understand what's going on. So hence my anxiety goes up, my nervousness goes up, things of that nature. The next one asks, what are your thoughts when you consider that God gives you the strength to do all things? I think one of the things that my grandmother instilled in me at a young age was that we tend to look for God during difficult times. However, I remember one of the priests mentioning how sometimes we ask for patience, but the God will give us the opportunity to develop that patience we need, so that eventually, when that right job or that right opportunity comes up, we are truly ready. And I think that's something that I'm currently facing right now. I've always had a difficulty with being flexible and adaptable, and definitely working for a charter school this past year has really pushed that for me, and I think it's something that I'm going to have to continue to grow with. So the last one asks, do you agree that having confidence not only in yourself but will actually give you more freedom and peace? um, I truly agree with this statement. It wasn't until I graduated from college that some things are going to be out of my hand, and there's some of those things like there's nothing I can do about. So the best thing I can do is just sorry give it to them, give the best of my ability, and try to push forward no matter what happens. And that's truly when I think I'll feel at peace and at ease and at freedom. That was my video response. I hope to hear everybody else's response regarding our understanding of ourselves, our athletes, students, and clients. See you soon.